Happy Aries season, happy eclipse season, happy Mercury retrograde shadow period, happy spring equinox, happy astrological new year. There is a shift in the air. I know that you can feel it, and I'm so honored to be here and to show you what you have for this week. So this week is March 24th to March 31st, 2024, of course, and tomorrow, March 25th, is the partial eclipse, right? It's in Libra energy. It's all about our relationships. You add that into Aries season. You add that in to the, beginning of the astrological new year. You add that in to Mercury retrograde shadow period. And basically what I'm telling you is that this is a week where things really start to shift. And if you're somebody who doesn't really feel shifts, you're definitely going to feel it this week. So I'm excited to feel that shift and to experience that with you as well. So if you chose card number 1, for this week, it is the Ace of Swords. So this is really speaking to the fact that your mindset has shifted. Something when it comes to the way that you think about things, that's what shifted so much. And it's crazy because this card really danced in order to come out. It's almost as if you've been dancing with this new idea, with this new concept, this new thought process, this new mindset. You've been dancing with it for a while now. And finally this week is when it actually gets integrated. When something happens where you're like, okay, I knew that I was thinking a little kind of different about this experience or this situation. Now I know for sure that it is a completely new frame of mind, way more victorious, way more expressive, way more conceptual, where you have a grasp over this new concept and you're able to make sense of it and be competent within that making sense, right? So the Ace of Swords this week, March 24th to March 31st, if you were drawn to card number 1, the Ace of Swords is saying, listen to your new frame of mind, and you will naturally shift back into that old frame of mind. Pull yourself out. I was just talking to someone and what was it? It was something where there were more instances in which they were taken care of and they were secure than they weren't, yet they still always defaulted to that lack mentality where it's like, but you have more examples, real life examples in your life, not from storytellers or from other people's experiences. You have more firsthand experiences that are saying something different than what you're telling yourself. So this week you're going to realize, oh my God, I've been telling myself that I have this lack or I have this or I have that. It's not true. And you are that example of that. You've seen it with your own 2-3 eyes, right? So this week the shift happens when it comes to your frame of mind. All right, if you chose cards number 2, there were quite a few that popped out. They were all face down. So it's something that is pretty deeply ingrained into your subconscious. And it's saying that your authenticity actually is very much supported. It may not seem like it because you stand alone within that authenticity, but it is supported. People will look at you and be like, damn, I appreciate how real that person is, how they're not a phony, right? But then in order for them to live their phony, fake lives, adapting to survive, it is what it is, they can't go out of their way to express how much they appreciate your authenticity. So basically you are supported, but you may not hear that support. They may not even be able to recognize that they support it, but they do provide that energetic space for your authenticity to shine. With that, a new beginning wants to happen within your family, but it's basically waiting for a female earth sign, so a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, to feel a little different. So you need to really zone in on what this authenticity means to you. What is your authenticity? For me, I use astrology, I use human design, I use tarot, I use numerology, I use all these different modalities to figure out what resonates the most with my authentic expression. And my authentic expression, right? Not the one that I think will make me fit in, but the one that it's like, no, I'm going to say that and I'm going to be real about it and it's going to make people uncomfortable, but I don't care, right? Figure out what your authentic expression is, and then you'll see how supported you are. If your authentic expression, I just did an interview and I was talking about how my secret to success is orgasms and entrepreneurship. And I'm thinking afterwards, I'm like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. But then after I'm like, no, that is supported. The host laughed and she supported it and she was like, yeah, I get it, girl. Right? So I realized that my authenticity is supported. And with that, I'm almost free to start something new within that authentic expression and apply it to the most important place, which is our family, because it all starts at home. But there is a female earth sign, a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, that you have to like change the way you feel about that, because this Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo doesn't get to be authentic. They don't get to be their authentic selves. They don't get to say what they want when they want, do what they want when they want. They really don't. And that's part of the earth energy's frustration. Earth has a hard time moving, right? Earth basically has to be picked up in order to be moved. It has to be bulldozed and excavated in order to be moved. It doesn't move very easily unless air is coming or unless it's changing form with water energy. So this Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, feminine energy wants to feel different, but you basically have to feel different about them first in order to enact this new beginning within your, family. So I told you it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. If you chose card number 3, 2 cards popped out. One card wanted to pop out at first and then it went back in and then it popped out again. And this person is sneaky because they tried to go back in and then came back out. Female water, so a feminine energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You've had conflict with this person in the past and that energy still wants to come back up. So during eclipse season, you really want to look at who's coming into your life and who's leaving your life. So who's, you've had that friend that you've put on the back burner for, 6 months. Now they're coming over to your house, next weekend. Or you meet somebody new and they have the same birthday as your ex-best friend. These are all personal experiences, by the way, during my eclipse season. But there is some conflict in the past with a feminine energy water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, that this week, the eclipse just wants you to really focus in on that conflict. What was the conflict? What was it about? What was the underlying energy? When you think about a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces water energy, especially female, their MO is feeling. They will act and do things in order to achieve a feeling. So a feeling of winning or a feeling of engagement or a feeling of anything, really. That's their MO. That's the reason why they do what they do, in order for the feeling that the experience brings to them. So if you can kind of give them a little bit of a pass, like, okay, this female water sign just wanted to feel security or feel safeness or feel connected, even if it wasn't a negative way, they still got what they needed. So with that, we can release them. All right. As always, if you would like a personalized reading, you can find me on Instagram at Beyond Your Sun Sign, or you can email me directly, beyondyoursunsign@gmail.com. Have an amazing week with all the things and all the shifts, and I will talk to you soon.